Okay. All right. Man, that thing is. Oh my goodness. Okay. Right. Okay. We are alive, and this is Blerd Talk episode 50. Man, let's give it up for 50 episodes, damn it. 50 episodes, bruh. 50 goddamn 50 episodes. Oh okay. My God, bro. 50 episodes. Oh my goodness, bro. 50 episodes, man. That's pretty wild. I ain't gonna hold y'all, bro. 50 episodes and we on it. God is good.
Yep. All the time.
And all the time, God is good. Amen. Can we get a little church over in Blerd Paradox today?
Yep.
I'm your host with the most, Jay. And I can't keep saying that. I'm your host with the most, Josh. And then I got my mans, who I know since the crib days, my guy, Jay.
Yep. Just Jay. That's it, just Jay.
It's a special day because if you all seen my posts that I've been making, of course, I told y'all that Andy Reid was not going to let the team that fired him beat them in the Super Bowl. So I knew the Chiefs were going to win, period. Andy Reid was not going to let that happen. I'm sorry for y'all that thought that was going to happen, but there's no way you fire me and I'm going to let you beat me in the Super Bowl. There's no way that's going to happen. So during the Super Bowl, my boo Rihanna is pregnant. Unfortunately, it's not me who got her pregnant. Unfortunately, it's not me, but she still look good and I love her. Then we got the teaser for The Flash, okay? Then after that, I hit up Jay and was like, man, I'm going to send it to you. But then DC hit me with the okie doke because then they had the full-blown trailer.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, this is legit. Mm-hmm. So I figured since this is kind of going to be a big movie for the DCU, that we break down what we saw in the trailer, but first we explain Flashpoint. Because I think some of you got a notion from the movie Flashpoint Paradox, which was damn good, but just there's a tad bit more behind it. So I'm going to see if I can do it in 30 minutes or less, like a pizza. I want to see if I can get you in 30 minutes or less. So here we go. We're going to get right into it because then we're going to talk about the trailer. I'm going to ask Jason what he thought. Jason, if I say it's been a long time since I read the comics, so if I miss anything, hop in and let me know.
I'll try, bro, because it's been a long time for me too.
I got you. Yeah. Okay, so first things first, where we need to start is Flashpoint is 5 comics, but it spans across mainly like 2 or 3 other comics. Flashpoint Batman Vengeance, Flashpoint Wonder Woman, like the Furies or something like that. And I guess Hal Jordan would be one too. I'm going to get into the Eobard Thawne later on, but in a nutshell, how it starts, Barry is asleep at his desk. Okay, Barry Allen. You get a whole thing of how he is the Flash and did all this. Okay, well, he wakes up at his desk. Okay, one of his villains, Captain Cold, is on the TV, but his name is Citizen Cold. And he's a hero. So it throws Barry off, okay? So he's like, shit, Captain Cold's trying to start some stuff. So he runs. The Flash keeps his costume in a ring. So he looks down at his hand and he doesn't see the ring. Then he trips down the steps And the most important thing right here is he sees his mother. Now, I should explain that Flashpoint is not a multiverse. It's a timeline. Just a different timeline. It's not, he's going to another multiverse. So he sees his mother. His mother is like, Barry, are you okay? And in the comic book, you get the notion that she's been around for years, that she never died. So Barry's trying to explain, hey, Mom, do you know who Superman is? She's like, who's Superman? You know, then he says somebody else. And then he says his mom doesn't know who they are. Then they say Batman. The comic cuts to Gotham City. And let me just explain what him doing the Flashpoint. So he creates this ripple. Now in the ripple, things are not normal. And what I mean by that is, one, Superman's ship does not land in Metropolis. I mean, it doesn't land in Smallville. So Superman is never raised by the Kents in Smallville. It lands in Metropolis. The government immediately scoops Superman up when he's a baby. They have locked Superman Kal-El up in like a underground basement. He has never seen the sun, and he barely knows who humans are. So he's like fragile or weak, like he's not buff like he is. Okay, that's one. Two, we all know how Bruce Wayne becomes Batman. Well, in Flashpoint, Bruce is the one that dies in the alley. His father becomes Batman, and his mother becomes the Joker. Okay? Aquaman meets Wonder Woman when they're young. Okay? Let's say like maybe early 20s. They actually fall in love. They're fighting a monster. They end up falling in love. They want to get married. But Artemis, which is like Themyscira's like grade A fighter, doesn't want Wonder Woman marrying Aquaman because, of course, he's an Atlantean. They're from Themyscira, you know, so they're like, nah.
And you smell like fish all the time.
You smell like fish.
You smell like fish. We ain't rocking with you.
And on top of that, Aquaman's brother doesn't want him to marry her anyway. So they tried to assassinate Wonder Woman. Okay? They throw a trident. It hits Wonder Woman's mother. So basically all ties are broken up because they're blaming the Themyscirians, then they're blaming the Atlanteans. So it gets out of hand, okay? Fast forward a little bit. Aquaman actually does marry more. Wonder Woman, because now they get into a fight with the Atlanteans, she blows Themyscira. She goes, okay, this fight is getting out of hand. I got to blow Themyscira. She blows Themyscira. They try to go to Europe. At this point, at London, Wonder Woman, they try to ask, hey, can you house us? London says no. Wonder Woman says, forget it. I'm taking it. Okay. So then the war comes. Moira tries to take Wonder Woman by herself, which we all know Wonder Woman can't. I mean, Moira can't beat Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman takes off her head. Aquaman sees it as the ultimate disrespect. He's like, okay, enough is enough. Now you done took off my wife's head. Now I got to go. Okay, so boom. We flash back to Barry. Batman at this time is fighting someone who, remember, is Thomas Wayne. He's fighting somebody named Yo-Yo, which is basically the Joker's right-hand woman. He throws her off a cliff, off a building. Cyborg saves her. Cyborg is trying to get Batman to help with the war between Aquaman and Wonder Woman. So boom, a couple pages later, Barry, because remember this timeline is different, he doesn't know what's going on, he goes to Wayne Manor. Okay, he doesn't know anything about this timeline. He goes to Wayne Manor Wayne Manor looks all broken down and everything. And instead of Wayne Enterprises being a tech company, it's Thomas Wayne just has money in casinos. So he's making all his money with casinos. So Barry goes into the Batcave. He's calling Bruce. Like, Bruce. Thomas Wayne slings his ass across the room, okay? Thomas Wayne is like, mention my dead son again, and I'm going to kill you. So he starts breaking his fingers, right? Barry is confused at this point because he's like, what do you mean? You're Bruce. Then he realizes, holy shit, you're Thomas Wayne. You're Bruce's father. So then he starts to explain what's going on. And he says, well, in my timeline, your son survives in the alley. Okay. Now, remember how I told you that Barry tried to get his ring? He doesn't have his powers. He doesn't have his power. He's not the Flash. The Flash does not exist in this timeline. That's important. You have to remember that. The Flash does not exist in this timeline, but he needs to get his powers. So he asked Thomas Wayne to help him get his powers. Okay, so they set up the experiment. They literally set up an electric chair. Okay, set it outside to get the lightning to come. Okay, the first time they tried, absolutely fails.
Very bad.
It fails bad. Barry is basically burnt. He looks like Spawn. He has burns over like 75%, third-degree burns over 75% of his body, okay?
Yep.
Batman is like, but after he, patches him up again, Barry's like, we got to do it again. Batman says, you're absolutely, and I keep saying Batman, so let's just say Thomas Wayne, because he is Batman. Thomas goes, you're absolutely out of your damn mind. We're not trying this again. You literally almost died. And he's like, no, I have to because I'm going to forget. Now, let me explain that. Since this is a new timeline, Barry's old memories are getting wiped and getting replaced with the timeline he's in currently. For example, they're racing against the clock at this point because his memory's getting wiped. So he starts to remember all the times he had with his mother who's alive. So his memories are literally about to get wiped. So he's like, we got to do this because I'm losing my memory. They do it again. Okay, this time he gets his powers. So
it worked.
Yeah, it works. Thomas Wayne falls off the thing. Barry comes to save him. Boom. Okay, I got my powers. One accomplishment. Oh, okay, I'll get to that. So because this timeline and the war's going on, Barry was like, where is Superman? Where's Clark? Batman, Thomas Wayne is like, who the hell is Clark? Who the hell is Superman? He says, no, this cannot be right. There has to be a Superman in this timeline. So they start doing some research, okay? Thomas Wayne basically says, hey, I don't know where this Superman is or whoever you say, but I know somebody who may know. So then what he does, he gets the help of Cyborg. Cyborg tells him, the only way I'll help you is if you help me stop this war between Aquawoman and Wonder Woman and Aquaman. And I will show you we will try to find where he is. So they find where he is. Like I said, he's in an underground bunker. This man has never seen the sun. He literally is like the Walking Dead. Okay? So Barry gets in there and goes like, dude, what is going on? Like, he's like, Kal-El, he's calling him and he's just like, why is he so pale? They're like, okay, let's get him out of here. Boom. They break him out, okay? Now, the government that kidnapped him is like hot on their trail. So Superman sees the sun and he just starts flying. And then he takes off. He just takes off. Superman's gone. Thomas Wayne's like, well, there goes our hero. He just flew off into the damn sun. You know what I'm saying? So Superman's gone. They take out the government with the help of Element Woman. Okay, Element Woman can change her body to different forms of elements. Boom, boom. So now they're about to go fight, because to keep up their end of the bargain, they're about to go fight Wonder Woman and Aquaman. Well, then they need all the help they can get. So at this point, they go to the Shazam kids. But here's the kicker with them. When they say Shazam, you know how they normally, everybody gets their powers? Well, in this timeline, when they say Shazam, all of them become Shazam one person. That's it, one person. They don't get the whole heroes. You only become one person. You only become Shazam. Okay. So they get to the battlefield, and this is, at this point, but before they get to the battlefield, because this is a different timeline, Hal Jordan does not become Green Lantern. What's the lantern that actually gives him the ring? Alb? I forget the alien that gives.
I can't say it either.
Yeah,
but you got it right. It's like Al something.
Yeah, it's like Al something. So what happens with him? Hal Jordan actually saves him, so he doesn't die. So he keeps to be a Green Lantern, the Alb guy. But Hal Jordan is still a pilot. He tries to drop a nuke on Wonder Woman, and basically he drops the nuke, but he dies. So now they're like, okay, bam, we gotta go stop this. So they get to the battlefield, okay? It's pandemonium going around, guys. I'm talking, it's crazy. Let me tell you how ruthless Wonder Woman is. Enchantress doesn't want Shazam to fight, so she uses her powers to break apart the kids. One of the Themysciras kills Billy Baston. She kills him. And now they can't become Shazam because one of them has perished. Okay. Now, while they're fighting, I forgot one thing. Just go back real quick. When he's in the Batcave, his ring falls out his pocket, and when he takes out the costume, it's the Reverse Flash costume. Eobard Thawne. Hold on to that. So now we're going to go back. Okay, so this whole time, Barry thinks that Thawne is the main reason why this timeline has messed up. Bam, Thawne comes up and tells him, yeah, Barry, look at what you did. Now Barry's a little confused because now his memories are starting to go away. Thawne, Reverse Flash, like, it's called his internal vibrations back. So he like vibrates the back of his head, and it's very painful, and he makes him see what happened. Okay, so basically what happens is Barry runs back in time, messes up. Now, remind you, Barry has always wanted to do that, but he knew the repercussions of what would happen if he did. But this time, basically, he just does it after the Infinite Crisis. So he just runs back in time and he messes everything up. Now, stick with me because this is where it gets important. Eobard Thawne only exists because of the Flash. Let me explain. When Thawne was obsessed with Barry, okay, obsessed. He was so obsessed with him that he runs to the future. This is before Flashpoint, and he goes to his museum. But he learns that he is the Flash's #1 enemy. So then he basically has a mental breakdown. Okay, stick with me. There can be no Thawne without the Flash. Now, what happens is, in the Infinite Crisis, Thawne was stuck in the Speed Force, so he couldn't get out. But when Flashpoint happened, Barry actually gave him a chance to get out. But here's the thing. Thawne was not affected by it because technically there should be no Thawne because there was no Flash. Remember how I told you in the beginning that Flash did not exist in this timeline. So he literally created a living paradox. The Flash created a living paradox because Thawne was not affected by the Flashpoint because he was in the Speed Force, and basically he could run through time rapidly. So he was running back and forth through the time stream using the Speed Force. And he went back and he let Barry save his mom. So because Thawne technically wasn't supposed to exist, time didn't affect him. So he literally was like, Barry, look at what you did. You're selfish, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Batman, at the time, Thomas Wayne, while Thawne is like, I won, I beat you, Flash, ha! He stabs him with a sword. I know in the movie it was a gunshot, but in the comic book it was a sword.
It's a sword.
He stabs him in the chest while he's talking to Barry. He gives a note to Barry to say, look, man, you gotta fix this. You gotta fix this. And the note he gives is for his son, Bruce. So, bam, Flash starts running. Flash then encounters, he encounters himself trying to save his mom. So he tells him, no, 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 no. Then what a weird thing happens. Pandora, it's this entity called Pandora, because now there's like 3 timelines. And Barry's like, why do I see 3 timelines? What's going on? Pandora and Pierce says, we can fix this, but you have to make the ultimate sacrifice. And the sacrifice is losing his mom. So Flash runs to his mom, right? He tells her that I got to run back in time to fix this, but Mom, you're not going to exist. And she tells him, Barry, I was always here with you. I love you. She does what a mom does. She says, I will take my life to help the millions that's getting hurt. So bam, Flash runs back. He fixes the timeline, hands the note to Bruce Wayne from his father. Okay, that's Flashpoint in a nutshell, okay? I gave it to you in 21 minutes. I gave it in 21 minutes. So that's the gist of it. Now, a lot of people were asking me, why is it that Michael Keaton's in here? They're using Michael Keaton as the replacement for Thomas Wayne. That's literally why he's in there. Because it would be too much to have Thomas Wayne in there, because then you kind of got to open up a lot of other backstories. You got to have, well, how did his mom become the Joker? Basically had the Cicada breakdown. So the trailer, then also, did you peep, Jay, that the trailer doesn't have Superman in it? It has Supergirl. Thank you, Ming. Thank you, Ming. I'm trying my best. Ming said my storytelling skills got better. So the trailer has Superman. I mean, the trailer has Supergirl, but I'm thinking the reason they have Supergirl in there is because James Gunn has already decided that we're not going to have a Superman until the new Superman movie comes out. So you don't think so?
Because remember, Gunn didn't do Flash. The movie was made, the movie's been done for years. Remember, they've been pushing it back.
True.
Because Homeboy been tripping.
That's true. But then why not have Superman in it then? Instead of, because having I'm not saying having Supergirl in there is pointless, because it's really not. Actually, I would prefer for it to be Supergirl than Superman. Like, well, you're right. He was kind of ahead of the ball game right there. He was.
And then you gotta remember, Henry Cavill was in limbo when they made the movie.
True, absolutely.
So that's interesting, because Ben Affleck is still in it. So for them to film this movie a long time ago and have Ben but not Henry, obviously it was something going on.
But and take a look at that. I think Ben is in a good portion of the movie too, because you see him talking to Barry. Now we're talking about the trailer. You see him talking to Barry saying you can mess up everything. And then there's a part where he's on the bridge and he has his grapple gun and he does the double kick or whatever. And on the motorcycle. Yeah. That's not Keaton on the motorcycle. That's Ben.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
But I'm going to tell you right now, I haven't been excited about a DC movie in a long time. And when I saw that Flash trailer, I was like, but hold on, let me just go ahead and say this too. I was right, and we can confirm it. I don't know what episode, but I did say they was going to use Flashpoint to rewrite the DCU. I was right.
But you are right, but that was I don't want to use the word luck, but what's the word I want to use? A happenstance. That was a happenstance because James Gunn is cheesing right now. He's like, oh, this is great. I'm about to put my own DC universe together. And y'all already got Flashpoint in the bank. Cool. So it was very, very lucky because remember the alleged original plan was when DC Flashpoints, they were going to, I guess, either reboot or reset characters. That was the alleged rumor.
Exactly.
Like they were going to like restart on their own without James Gunn type of thing.
Exactly.
And I think they still wanted to keep Ben. But Ben is like, nah, I'm good. I'm done. Ben's like he's done.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's done at this point. Yeah, he's done at this point.
Very lucky happenstance from James Gunn.
I was pretty happy when I was blown away by the trailer though. I'm talking about not even just seeing Michael Keaton. But I did him seeing himself. I didn't get that part because
you know what that is. You know what that is, bro.
What?
That's himself is the villain. He either he becomes Reverse Flash or he's the main villain. They haven't showed the main villain.
But he can't be Reverse Flash though. He can't be Reverse Flash.
But they can't tell the story like how it was in the comic book. So I'm assuming something's going to happen where whatever Flash he meets, the Flash he meets, our Flash going to meet the new Flash, and I'm assuming something happens to where he's like, "Oh nah, bro, we was cool at one point, but now I got to shut it down." You saw he gave him his powers in the scene. He was the lightning through the chest. I saw
that.
So that means that his new Flash didn't have Flash powers, or maybe old Flash didn't have new Flash powers. I don't know.
And do you notice the time when they touch boots? One's blue and one's I was
is like, that Godspeed? Is that their version of Reverse Flash? One of them is the villain.
It would just
I don't know who's which Flash.
I don't know how that will work though. I don't know how that will work.
Me neither. I
honestly don't know how that will work.
I don't know how they're going to... It might just be himself as the Flash as just the villain of himself. And they can just leave it at that. But... Yeah, it ain't Zod. We all know Zod ain't the villain.
Yeah, and it looks
to see him back.
What's very good to see him back. What is weird about that? What's weird about that too is that means Michael Shannon. These are new scenes. It looks like. So that means Michael Shannon been shooting new scenes. But like you said, if you're gonna have Zod and everybody else in it, why not have Henry in it? Why not?
Maybe they were about to move away from Henry. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't got the answers for that one. Because you could also they could have also, even if they wanted to keep Henry because Flash is changing the timeline, they could have got somebody else to play Superman as like an alternate version of him. True. So I don't know.
They could have got Brandon Roth. They could have got Brandon Roth.
Nah, but that's interesting. And they could be going with Supergirl just out of like, this how we can kind of like, this is a good opportunity to kind of put her in a movie type of thing, Easter egg type of thing.
But remember, James Gunn was going to give her Supergirl, Girl of Tomorrow or whatever. So that's going to be a different Supergirl too. I mean, I would like it to be the same, but I don't think it's going to be the same Supergirl for sure.
He could stick it in the new verse, the new universe that Batman is in.
He kind of has endless, because what he said that Shazam, Joker, and
Aquaman 2.
And what was the other one?
Aquaman 2.
Aquaman 2
and Batman
are not in that universe.
Yeah, and Joker. You already said Joker.
Yeah,
right?
Right. They're not going to be in the universe.
They're not in the universe.
But I kind of see that though. Phoenix is too. I'm not gonna say he's too old, but you kind of need a young Joker if you're gonna start the DCU and have it set.
Yeah. That's a different tone altogether.
Yeah, that's a different tone.
That's a whole nother. He doesn't fit. I can't even say that because James Gunn hasn't done anything yet. But based on what he's introducing, I don't see him fitting. Even with Batman and Robin with Damian Wayans, that's going to be interesting because I think that's going to be more League of Shadow type villains than like Joker and Two-Face and Penguin. I think he going way away from that. I think he doing League of Shadows and Deathstroke, and I think he going in that direction, which is gonna be dope.
Well, and then at that point, you gotta introduce Deathstroke if you're going to introduce Damian. You damn near gotta introduce him.
Did he say this one's going to be Court of Owls? I know Court of Owls probably would be involved. So did he say he didn't say it.
He did not
Court
say.
Court of Owls definitely probably be involved though, but
he did not. But that would be a good story to start off with, though. The Court of Owls. That would be a good one. That would be a good one.
That's where I think he's going to lean more towards those stories. It ain't going to be too many. Won't be Mr. Freeze. It won't be everybody chill.
Yeah. Hey, do not. Arnold Schwarzenegger was the best Mr. Freeze I've ever seen. He had one-liners for days. Then he was everybody chilled. Then when he was like, "There's a freeze coming," he had puns for days, bro. Hey, bars.
Oh my gosh, man!
But I do agree with you. We're not going to get your typical villains. We're not going to get. To be honest, I don't think we're going to get a Joker. I don't think we're going to get a Joker either. I don't think we're going to get a Joker.
So either. Yeah, I think it's going to be assassins and might be some detective work too, but mostly assassins and stuff like that. Yeah,
agreed. I don't think we're going to get any. If they're smart, James Gunn is probably setting up something like maybe Brainiac, Parasite. I don't think he's going to do Doomsday. I don't think Doomsday going to come no time soon.
You mean like the ultimate villain? He said the Green Lantern story is, I think, the first step to introduce who the main villain is.
Right, they're going to discover a clue or something, and which
I'm actually with you. It's got to be Brainiac.
It's got to be Brainiac.
I go Brainiac.
I would go. Brainiac's a big villain. He has a big story. That even Brainiac capturing the other planets and then coming to I think it's gonna be Brainiac.
And with him making Clark younger, Brainiac's character can play on his ignorance when he pulls up on him, just like he did for y'all. Please go watch on HBO Max the Superman cartoon that was on WB.
Yes,
but that's how it starts. Brainiac's like, "I'm your AI from Krypton. I'm your technology," and Superman at first thinking Brainiac was an up and up dude.
Yeah,
of course, he finds out not so much, and that's hard, and that's good to play on Superman in the movie. Since he's going with a young Clark,
right?
That'll be dope to do. So people be like, "Oh snap, Brainiac, cool." Nah.
Yeah, you heard it here first. We think it's gonna be Brainiac.
Is hard. That's a good dope. That's who else? Brainiac. That's all really.
It can be Brainiac. They could do.
They could. I don't think they're going to do Darkseid back, but not now. Not now. I think they should run it back.
Now I do think they're going to They're going to run back Doomsday. I mean, they're going to run back Darkseid, but not right now. Yeah. Not right now.
Yeah, not right now. Yeah,
because we just had him in the Snyder cut. Now I would like them to run back Doomsday too, but like the right Doomsday. Nah. Doomsday was a good one, but I don't think we're gonna get Doomsday.
The story, the comic book story, yes. The movie was like, don't run that back. Don't run that back. I'm good on Doomsday. That scared me, bro.
That one was terrible. To find out it was like Zod, that was like, what the? I was like, come on, bro. So
that shook me up.
Mongol, they could do Mongol. So you can do Mongol. Yeah. You can do Brainiac. In fact, you can actually do Granny Goodness in the Furies. To be honest with you, you don't have to have Darkseid. You can have just Granny Goodness. Because think about it. In Young Justice, it was just Granny Goodness. They didn't have Darkseid.
Yeah.
They didn't have Darkseid.
Kids.
Right.
It was punking the kids.
They were punking.
Granny Goodness would be bad. They was punking them, bro.
But I liked how Granny Goodness was like she was smart and like she just wasn't, in Young Justice. I loved her in Young Justice. Like they did a real good in Young Justice.
Yeah,
I like that.
They did.
I like that.
They did. That jump caught me off guard. I was
It did.
Oh snap! That's who that is. I was like,
It caught me off guard too. They did a good job with that.
Yeah.
I'm like I said, dude. I haven't been excited for a movie from DC in a minute. Like I'm really pleased with the way the Flash was looking. Now I understand it's a trailer, but that's the only one I'm watching. I'm not watching anything else for the Flash. I'm gonna watch that one trailer. That's it. But when you seen it, what did you think?
I haven't. See, you don't watch trailers at all, which is real. Don't get me wrong, but as we've said many a times, I got ice waters in my veins, so I can stare right at a trailer. The trailer could be horrible, and I'd be like, "Yo, I'm still gonna see this movie." The trailer could be dope, and I'd be like, "I ain't watching this." But since for me, since Spider-Man: No Way Home, the third Spider-Man movie, I actually was like, "Damn!" I was like. It's a dope ass trailer. It's the best trailer I've seen. I've watched trailers.
It was.
Every MCU trailer I'll watch it and then just be like, all right, bet, I'll wait for the movies. This is the first trailer in a long time where it's like it burned in my brain. Like I remember. Yeah. I remember from the first watch, I was like, damn, that like I'm surprised that trailer did a good enough job to actually excite me to want to see the movies, to be honest. It did. Because you gotta think, like even Avengers Infinity War, Endgame. I know people will think I'm blasphemous, but I looked at those trailers and was like, all right, I'll just wait for the movie. But Spider-Man and Flash, I was like, holy shit.
Holy Santa Claus shit.
Doctor Strange had a good trailer too.
I never saw the trailer. For the Multiverse of Madness, I never saw the trailer for that. I watched the trailer after I saw the movie.
Yeah, they did a good trailer too. That joke was like, but
the dude that's directing it though, he directed Mama and It.
It made sense when he stepped outside the house and when things went from daylight to nighttime and Flash was standing there watching his kid self run off. When I saw that too, and when I thought about the trailer, I was like, it does kind of have that. Certain scenes, I saw the eerie vibes going up to the Wayne Manor and stuff like that. It's like, okay, that is kind of itish.
Yeah, that's kind of itish.
Like that is kind of itish.
Dude, I'm so hype about this thing. Like I truly do. When I tell you, I haven't been hyped like this for a movie in a minute. Like I'm really.
They had to oversell.
Yeah. I'm so.
I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying they had to. They you could tell they were. They built up that Michael Keaton reveal because you didn't see the teaser stuff, did you? Like years ago. Remember I told you this was supposed to come out. Remember this was supposed to come out years ago.
Yeah,
they did a teaser
I remember that
a year or two ago, but they didn't show. The teaser for him was he was in the Batcave and like the bats flew by, but they just showed the Batmobile. Yeah, that was the original teaser.
Remember that? Okay. Well, I can tell you right now too.
It was the one where he saved his girl. Remember that? Oh, they had that part in there. Remember in the original teaser? He was like in the cafeteria and like an explosion or something happened and he ran in slow motion, caught the girl, dodged the car.
I think that was in what you might call it.
Oh, they put that in Justice League?
Right, that was in Justice League. Right, because he was with the dogs and he broke through the glass and
that was Justice League.
But I can tell you why.
Him in the Batcave, that did happen.
Now I know why they didn't get rid of Miller though. They put too much money in this junk. That's why they didn't get rid of him. They put too much money in this.
I saw, bro.
They put way too much money in that Joe. I was like, there's no way. I was like, there's no way they were gonna get rid of him.
Okay, yeah, I said this. I was like, okay. That's why they had to. That's why they had to oversell. They're like, I knew something was up because I had read an article in the midst of him doing his BS. We were waiting for the moment of like, it's canceled or Ezra is about to get recast. Remember that was like Ezra's about to get recasted. Mm-hmm. It's canceled and blah blah. And as I'm waiting for the story. One sneaky story comes out real quick that was like, when they watched the movie, the executives tested the movie. They were like, "Hey, this is actually pretty good," and they kept delaying it instead of like canceling it. And that's when I my eyebrow raised up a little bit, but I was like, but in this day and age, in this society, with the things this man is doing, there is no way Warner Brothers is just going to.
They
did,
bro.
They said, "F that, we got Michael Keaton in the job."
Yeah, and bro, I'm trying to tell you, that's the only reason he's still in here. Because when and then for them to put it on the Super Bowl, that was way too much money. You gotta think about it. Like a commercial during the Super Bowl is like what, $6 million?
Yep.
So for them, they was like, nah. But I will tell you this, I'm calling it. Grant Gustin's gonna be in this Flash. I'm calling it. The Flash from the show. Yep. He's going to be in here.
Okay.
I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right now. Just that WandaVision. You heard it first. Blerd Talk episode 50. I'm calling it right now. Your boy is going to be in the show. He's going to be in the movie. Grant Gustin is going to be in here.
Boy. I don't know.
I'm calling it, bro. I'm calling it, Jay. But this is what I'm saying, though. We're all seeing this together. Tell Jabril, get the crew. We're all seeing this together, bro. We're seeing this together.
Okay.
I'm telling you right now.
But it makes you wonder, right? They quickly was like, get Batwoman up out of here. Michael Keaton's in that one, but they ain't let this one go.
Dude, let this one go. It's too much money in it. It's too much money invested in this. From what they shown in the trailer, I at least saw $20 million worth of special effects. I at least saw $20 million. There's no way. There's no way they were letting this go, bro. There's no way.
Even Ezra, and I hate to give him credit, even his acting just within the trailer, I was like, damn.
Right? Isn't it 10 times better?
It's improved, right? Like, I don't know if it's better writers or because of the magnitude of the story, as opposed to him being in Justice League as the joking character with them.
Oh my God!
It was like I was like, dang.
I hated
Ezra.
I hated him in the Flash.
Yes, you did.
I hated how he acted. To me, he was the worst part of Justice League. He really was. Like, corny jokes, tripping over his own goddamn feet. Like, I'm like, bro, you've been the Flash for a certain amount of time now. You shouldn't be doing this. But you're right. His acting in the trailer, I was like, it was none of that goofy bullshit. It was like, oh, wow, he's actually acting. He's actually acting here.
It was acting.
I like that.
Acting.
I like that.
I like that. You know I could change anything. He was like, "You sure you want to mess with the fabric of time, brother?"
When he told, and you see Bruce's face, he says, "But you can mess up everything." I was like, bruh, like, and then it just brought back. Then we was talking about this in the barbershop too. Somebody tried to tell me that Christian Bale was the best Batman. I was like, first of all, slow your brakes, big fella. Slow your brakes. Let the barber finish cutting your hair because apparently it's affecting your brain. Like, we all know Michael Keaton is the best Batman, okay? Hands down. I
always said Michael Keaton.
And I know what y'all about to say. We're not including Adam West because he's the staple, the original. We're not including Kevin Conroy. Bless my man's up the stairs because he is the definition of Batman. He's not even in discussion because he is the Bat. We're talking about movie wise. Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, Val Kilmer, then George Clooney.
That Val Kilmer, Ben Affleck one, that's the debatable one for me.
What? No, Jay, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. So you're trying to tell me, don't get me wrong, Val Kilmer is great, but you're trying to tell me, we're talking about him as Batman and him as Bruce Wayne. You're trying to tell me that Val Kilmer was a better Batman and a better Bruce Wayne than Ben?
Not a better Batman and Bruce Wayne, no, but better Batman. Val Kilmer. I kind of like them as Batman.
No, I like them too.
I'm not. What's the word? I'm not like going. I'm not saying I disagree totally with it. I'm just saying I'm debating between Kilmer and Affleck. Man, I kind of like Kilmer's Batman. Man, that joke's kind of lit. As Bruce Wayne, he was stale as a month-old bread. Like, he was Val Kilmer was. Him and Clooney are battling for the worst Bruce Wayne.
But I don't know. Clooney, I think Clooney still takes the cake. I'm trying to tell you, I did not like... Clooney was the worst. He was terrible. I don't even know what made somebody hire him as Batman or Bruce Wayne.
It was like, the thing with Kilmer and Clooney is they were both Bruce Wayne and Batman at the same damn time, right? Like,
facts though.
Even when Bruce was supposed to be Bruce, it was actually, they didn't change, right? But the thing was, when they put on the suit, Kilmer's character of Batman fit better, even though he never changed. Yeah. George Clooney as both was just like, what?
Man, I do want to say Chris O'Donnell was a good Robin, and Alicia Silverstone.
Yes.
Alicia Silverstone.
I was about to say, in spite of George Clooney being terrible at Batman, the best scene in Batman and Forever, Batman and Robin. That's George Clooney. Yeah, the best scene in Batman and Robin was when they were chasing Mr. Freeze at the beginning of the movie.
He disabled the bike.
That joke was hard. That was the best. Like, I'll give Clooney a pass just on that scene. That joke was like, yo, Robin, fall back. I can make it. Yeah. Robin, fall back. I can make it. Batman said, nope.
He said, he was like, oh shit.
And when Chris O'Donnell got off the bike and yelled, I was like,
yeah, that was a good scene. Clooney did that one. That was a good scene because he was like, yo, fall back. And I will give you that. Clooney, that's when I felt like Clooney was an actual Batman, because he knew that Chris wasn't, he knew that Robin wasn't ready for that. And he was like, fall back. And because that's some real shit that Batman would do. He would disable your shit. And like, that's a real, I was like, okay. Oh my God. Yeah, that was good. Yeah. And Alicia Silverstone, boy, oh my God.
Oh,
there's only two white women.
Man, they wasted her.
There's only two white women on this planet that I would give my heart to. Well, no, actually three: Angelina Jolie, Alicia Silverstone, and Neve Campbell. There you have it, my three. Those are my three. And when Alicia, man, she did good. But you're right. That was a good scene. But still, man, it's still got to be, oh man, Clooney was just, his whole shit was terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible.
God, it was terrible.
It was terrible. Like I said,
because he was Batman Forever, right?
No, he was Batman and Robin.
He was Batman and Robin. Kilmer was Batman Forever.
Yeah.
Even the last scene in Batman Forever with Kilmer, where he has to save Dick and Vicky. I'm like, this shit is stupid. I'm like, this shit is so stupid.
End up saving them both too.
Right. I was like, oh my God, bro. Man.
End up saving them both. It's just that it's Kilmer's. They both were flat.
Yeah.
The difference is when Kilmer put the Batman suit on, the flatness for him worked in the suit.
Agreed.
Clooney was flat as Bruce and Batman.
Agreed. Except for that one scene. Except for that one scene. Yes. You're right though. Yes. I gotta agree with you. Okay, I will give you. But I agree with you with that. But I'm still not putting Kilmer over Ben.
I'm not disagreeing that you should. I really like Kilmer. I want to make it clear. I was kind of like, because Ben Affleck is more Brucey.
He's very, a whole lot more. He's Brucey very more. Just like when I tell the scene when he comes to the village for Aquaman, and he's explaining to the people he really knows is him, and he picks him up and like he puts him against the wall, and like that scene is so damn good. Like I will say this. The best Batman he's played is when he was in the Suicide Squad. and he's fighting Deadshot in the alley.
Oh yeah.
In the final scene in Justice League when he picks him up on the car, like I don't think we got a good just of him in when he portrayed Batman in any movie. Like I never once convinced was like, damn man, this man is he's a good Batman. That's
part of my like debate where I'm debating between the two, because you just said he did not get a chance to like really flesh out being Batman.
He didn't.
I think not to put words in his mouth or just going off the rumors, but that's part of why he was ticked off and why he decided to leave. He was supposed to direct his own Batman movie, and I guess they was getting in his way of doing it.
Yeah, because there was not one scene where I was kind of like convinced like he was Batman. Like
nah.
There wasn't one scene. Like I said, maybe the Suicide Squad, but that wasn't even his movie. Movie. But it was very Batman of him. Like when he's like, yo, we could do that. I don't want your daughter to see this. And then I thought that was very Batman. And even in the Justice League movies, I get more of him. I like more of him as Bruce than I do as Batman.
Yeah.
Like I was kind of like he's really not giving me anything where I'm like, damn, his Batman is like excellent, you know? Or at least I'll be like, damn, this was a good Batman scene. I don't think I've ever said that about Ben ever, except in the Suicide Squad.
I agree. He never, but to his credit, not to his credit, but to his defense, and that's why I said I'm debating. I'm not knocking him. They did not get that man a chance to fully do.
They did.
Robert Pattinson, bro. They did the whole like darkness, nobody's there. Darkness, nobody there. Darkness, there he is. And then
damn, I forgot about. So should we add Robert Pattinson into this? Because I forgot. Should we add Pattinson?
His Bruce Wayne is low. Or like is low on the list.
Very low.
Emo Bruce.
Very low. But his Batman is damn good. His Batman is damn good.
It's beautiful.
His Batman is damn good. I'm going to tell you the scene that sets it off for me.
I'm not an emo Bruce fan, though. I ain't going to lie.
No, the emo, I'm not going to lie. I wasn't feeling that. Because to me, Bruce has like one of the best Bruce Wayne scenes is Christian Bale. When they get him at the dinner and they's like, excuse me, your guests are playing in the pool. And he
jumped in that.
And he was like, yeah, that's okay. I own this now. I was like, that's some Bruce Wayne shit. That's some G shit right there. Like, I didn't get that from Pattinson, but his Batman is very good.
Yeah.
His Batman is very good. To me also, why Keaton is the best, his Batman and his Bruce Wayne is good.
Let me ask you this question, because I haven't seen in Batman in a long time, and I definitely remember Bruce Wayne in the first one. Well, when was Keaton like Bruce Wayne in Batman Returns? Oh, when he was dancing with
when he was dancing with Selena.
Yeah, when he dancing with Selena. Did he do the and he met with what's my man name, son?
Christopher Walken.
Actor. Yeah, Christopher Walken. That's right. He met Christopher Walken.
But even the part where he's eating the soup and like he's like, it's cold. And he's like, it's supposed to be cold. Alfred, like, it's supposed to be cold. He's like, okay, all right. Okay. Like, but and you know,
that's right, okay.
And then everybody hits the, you know, in the first one when Jack Nicholson is the Joker, he's like, you want to get nuts? He's like, come on, let's get nuts.
Yes. That's what I said. I remember him as Bruce in the first movie.
Yeah, that like
how was he in the second movie?
I think he did a group. To me, that is the. Also, his movies has the best Alfred. The guy who plays Alfred is the best Alfred. Yeah. He's the best Alfred.
Didn't they do the whole thing where Bruce brought Michelle Pfeiffer back to the crib? Some Batman things start happening, and some
and she did right. And so like, he had to dip out to be Batman, and she had to dip out to be Catwoman. Yeah,
they
exactly.
That after the Michael Keaton Batmans, they abandoned moments like that.
Yeah,
Didn't they?
that was
Kilmer
dope.
Was doing therapy with the girl. He was still Batman when he.
I'm like. Why regular therapy? Now I can see
it was at the circus,
like something like Young Justice when they were talking to Black Canary. That makes sense. Like that makes sense. Like why would you? God damn, I really missed that Alfred. That Alfred in the he was a good Alfred, bro. Yep. Damn.
And George Clooney was at the charity ball when Poison Ivy was using the.
And he was a terrible Bruce Wayne then. He was a terrible Bruce Wayne there. Like, he's doing a lot of this. He's just like shaking his head. Every time he speaks, he's like this. I'm like, why are you shaking your head so much? Yeah. God. One of Arnold Schwarzenegger's best roles, y'all. Don't let nobody tell y'all different. Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze was a damn staple, and we will remember this. I will die on this hill, and I will tell you that man, Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy, that was a bad call.
This man, Mr. Freeze, took an L. George Clooney looked over him and said, "Will you help me?"
Yes.
And then Mr. Freeze pulled out the take 2 of these. Call me in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. He popped over his arm, Joe. You're right. He had to pop over the arm, Joe. He was like this. He was like,
take 2 of these.
Take 2 of these.
Call me in the morning.
But you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. That scene was good, though. That was a good scene. That was a good scene. Because you're right. And you know what? I'm going to give George Clooney that, too. I'm going to give him that. Because he didn't use violence.
Yeah. He showed him the jump.
He showed him a jump. He was like, man, look, will you help me?
Pull the plug on the little lady Freeze.
I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I'll give George Clooney that scene, too. I'll give him that one, too. Because that was very human of him to do that.
Yeah.
That was very human of him.
And surprisingly, through the terrible writing of that movie, that stuck with the Freeze character.
Yep, it did.
I just watched Batman. I just finished binging Batman Beyond, and they have revived Mr. Freeze. And again, when Mr. Freeze saw he got swindled, he blew up the lab he was in, freezing up the whole lab. And Batman Beyond, Terry was like, "Yo, Freeze, let's go," and he was like, "Not without my wife." And everything just exploded, and at the bottom of the sea, frozen with him and his wife, this man just sitting there, just kneeling, looking at her like, "Hey, I ain't going to." That's real, bro. That's real.
And when you think about it,
I'm happy they stick to that because that's his motivation. That's all he do it for.
And when you think about it, is Mr. Freeze really a villain? He was just wanting to save his wife. Is he really a villain?
Yeah.
He just wants to save his wife.
As crazy as this sounds, even in Batman and Robin, the whole point of freezing everything is so his wife could exist outside of being frozen in the tube.
Because they actually put her in there to stop the virus from getting worse.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man, now you're gonna have me go back and watch it.
I think in the alternate story, she ends up getting out. He ends up curing her and getting her out, but she ends up becoming a Lady Freeze.
Sounds good. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Yeah. So I forgot what happened. I forgot however they cured her when she came out. She had to end up just like Mr. Freeze and be put in the same type of suit, and she became Lady Freeze.
I like it. So, just to let y'all know, we say a lot of things here first. So, well, Jay, I don't know, but I'm calling Grant Gustin is going to be in this Flash. And I'm calling it that this is going to be the best DC movie we've seen since the Snyder Cut. I'm calling it.
I wanna go out on that ledge with you, man. I really do, bro. But I'm just
come on, man.
I gotta
come
hold
on,
my
man.
breath, bro. I want to go out on that. I really, really do, man. I'm just a huge skeptic, man. People been these Hollywood people been making me sick, man. When James Gunn was announced as the new runner of DC, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, all right, cool. I get to breathe and not care about nothing DC until James Gunn gets started, bro. I thought the Flash movie was going to get canned, bro. Like when he came in and The Rock, it was like by Rock, by Henry.
Yeah.
I was like, by Wonder Woman director Patty Jenkins. I was like, yo, I'm thinking Flash, it's a wrap. But when they was like, nah, we moving forward, I was like,
I kind of figured they were going to keep it because they were going to use it to rewrite the DCU. And so that's why I figured they would keep it. But
yeah,
I mean, you heard James Gunn.
New Mutants it.
But
I mean, they're going to New Mutants it.
You heard James Gunn. He said personally he thinks the Flash movie is excellent.
Yeah,
that came out his mouth.
And they asked him anything for Ezra in the future. His response was, "We'll see."
And look, I'm not saying that he should be punished for his actions, because I don't think that's fair. And somebody told me if it was a black person, they wouldn't have they wouldn't be, any type of hero. WB would have let him go.
Batwoman ain't the girl of Batwoman black? It was Batwoman, right?
But her she didn't do any bad. Her movie just got canned. Like her movie just got canned. And to be honest, I think they kind of did that too because I forgot that Brandon Fraser was Firefly. I forgot that he was in there.
I'll say this. I'll say this much. Even though I don't listen to executives saying, "Well, private screening, it was great."
Yeah. And then who's the private screening? Right. Who's the private? That's what I want to know. You say private screening. Who are you showing it to? Like, are these other executives, or are they like regular Joe Blows like you and me?
Good question. Because Batgirl did not get a good. They flat out said it was a bad movie. That's why we canned it. Right. They literally said it was a bad movie. But Flash, they was like I said, I saw the story. They was like, "Yo, it's screening very well." It was like very well.
Wow.
So I'll give a little credence to that fact, because you would think to say this is a tax break to can this movie. I'm pretty sure if the movie was that good, you'll make more money than a tax break and then just move the hell on.
Yeah, agreed. And I halfway think they can Batgirl too. I ain't gonna lie, because it's a woman. It's a woman role.
I agree. I was about to say, Batgirl isn't that big of a popular character.
Right.
It's a woman role.
It's a woman. And me and you talk about how dudes are like the worst. Like, remember how anytime there's like a female lead, a lot of dudes like, "Oh man, I don't like this." But, and I think what you were about to say is she's not, I don't think a lot of people think she's a big character where she can hold the movie by herself. Yeah. But I think you could. I think you could do that.
The execution was off. You know what I'm saying? Is no continuity, no rhyme or reason. You could have had the girl. Like, I don't know who. To be fair, and for y'all to be shocked, as much of a DC comic fan that I am, I'm not even
DC all the way.
Up on Batwoman. It's not Batgirl. It's not Barbara.
Right.
Batwoman, but. Here's the thing. They didn't even do like a cameo appearance with her talking to Ben Affleck at the museum. Could have been a girl he met and didn't know the whole time. She was. It was just like, "Hey, it's a Batwoman movie, y'all," and featuring Michael Keaton. And they probably screened that joke. It was like, "Well, Michael's fine, but
nobody's not." Yep. Oh, Batwoman's doing. And then I truly don't understand people's MO with that. Like, Batwoman's actual story is dope. Batgirl's story is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, their whole they didn't ran comics by themselves. So I don't understand where the dynamic changes for the movie. Now, don't get me wrong. I will say Batwoman was written terribly for the WB. Terrible. Yeah. But I have said when it comes to women's shows, what's up, Amy? You're the best, Amy. When it comes to women's shows and when it comes to black shows for the WB, they're written terrible. Like Black Lightning. Remember Black Lightning started off good, then it just went downhill.
And before you continue, it's funny you bring up Black Lightning. So I've been watching Living Single. Scooter. That is Black Lightning y'all who don't know.
Yep, that's him.
I don't know if it's the way that his character was supposed to be that way in Living Single, but he has become a far better actor now as opposed to Living. Black Lightning, and we brought this up, the casting and the acting was beautiful. They were making lemons. They were making lemonade out of lemons for real. Squeezing the last part.
Literally.
Like from the boyfriend, was they Poison, whatever that dude. We spoke about it. I have no issues with the cast or the acting.
None at all.
But the Power Ranger budget they had with the beep boop button.
Beep boop. But you're right, though. You're right. They literally had a Power Rangers budget, but it was the same thing with Batwoman. Remember we was talking about that episode of Batwoman? You could clearly tell it was the set. Like, they didn't even take the time to get the lighting right.
Yes.
Like, it was the same Power Rangers. I'm like, you're right.
It's a big computer right there. Red light, green light, blue light, yellow light. Like,
you're absolutely right.
They walking up to it and they're selling it. They're like, yo, hit that button right there, do this, let them
push the button. Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
They're selling it.
But dude,
it's not a damn MacBook in the whole entire scene, bro.
I'm trying to tell you, you're right. Black Lightning, the acting and cast were good. Batwoman, the acting and the cast were good. The writing was shit. It was shit. And like you said, they had
best they could.
And then you turn around and look at
Arrow,
the Flash and Arrow. And look how literally they were having lightning lightsabers. Somebody took the time and was like, we're going to do lightning lightsabers in the Flash. We don't want them to go speed up. We want them to have a lightsaber duel. What up, Neil? What it do? My man Neil
catch the lightning bolt, Joe.
That's what I'm saying. Before
Grodd,
bruh, and a good looking Grodd. Your man was on the island in the Flash, sending arrows through walls and shit, and it looked great. Like, and I'm gonna say, I beg I say that too. Supergirl kind of sucked. Supergirl was not as bad as Batwoman or Black Lightning, but it started to get there. And that's the problem I had with the WB. You gave the Flash and Arrow these grade A stories and visuals. Why couldn't you do the same thing? And Black Lightning would have been the perfect time to do that, because most people don't know about Black Lightning.
Yeah.
This would have been the perfect time to start him off in something positive.
And to piggyback off what you're saying, I was about to say I'll get my other thought later, but to piggyback off what you're saying, why y'all let an animated series outright y'all with Black Lightning, bro? He was fire, not just fire, an important piece
in Young Justice.
Morally, in Young Justice.
Yep. He was actually giving guidance. And I tell man,
it was important, bro. He wrote him beautiful in the show, in the cartoon, bro.
Beautifully.
And to the women, I know sometimes we come up here and we do kind of go for certain women stuff. It's a bit too much, blah, 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 so and so. Even with the She-Hulk jokes, right? Like, all right, we love women, but damn, right?
And how every dude in She-Hulk was a douche. Every dude in She-Hulk was a douche.
But that's crazy that Warner Brothers and CW, they're not piggybacking off of that. Like, they have no problem doing Miss Marvel. They have no problem doing both Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel. And the Predator movie, Prey, is a woman lead.
And it was excellent.
They did a female Oceans movie. Like, but
excellent.
WB to kind of be like, nah, that's kind of wild, especially in today's society. That is kind of wild. Excuse me. Man, that's wild. And I'm shocked that they're not, even from a business standpoint, of just being like, all right, since everybody's being diversified, everybody diversified and doing stuff for women, let's hop in. And for them, WB to be like, nah, we canceling Batgirl. Just Wonder Woman, okay, yeah, because that's Gal Gadot. So, all right, yeah, we good with that. That's different, but
see, yep, and
that's wild.
And Wonder Woman gets more because she's widely known, because she's part of the Trinity. But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. You have Canary, you have Vixen, you have Batwoman, you have Batgirl, you have Enchantress, you have Harley Quinn. There's so many women that you can do, and y'all actually had two good ones. You had good ones.
They're doing Harley Quinn. Yeah, they're doing Harley Quinn now.
Well, I did like
Lady Gaga.
Oh yeah, that's right. She is gonna be in the Joker, right? That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, but I'm not holding my breath because of Lady Gaga, because she was good. I got to see her act in American Horror Story. She did good. She did good.
I've never seen her acting.
Her acting was good in American Horror Story. I loved it.
Okay.
I'm not doubting her. I'm doubting the role.
She is playing a. And this is crazy to say, by the way, for people who don't. Not to say Harley Quinn has never been popular, but she has never been as popular until they did Suicide Squad, which is crazy.
Agreed.
Yeah, which is crazy. Which is crazy, but it's crazy to say that she is now playing a very iconic role now.
A very iconic role.
Because that Harley Quinn animated series is lit. And in spite of Suicide Squad being a terrible movie,
Maggie,
she was lit as
she
Harley
was lit
Quinn.
in there too. But see, that's the WB, because they know how big Harley Quinn is. I feel like for her stuff, they're going to take precision and go over what they're writing. Are they just saying they know they can't do it as well? That's probably a good thing, Amy. They probably are, because I was really. See, they're going to take their time, like you said. They're going to take their time because it's Harley Quinn, and they know they got a lot of people behind her back. Because
boy,
Harley Quinn has
Margaret Robbie, bro. She did a great.
And you think about it, Harley has grown as a character. First, she was kind of like the Joker's plaything. Then she stopped being that and became her own person. So it's kind of like she had a whole backstory, you know? So we'll see.
I can say how for us, for kids, how Batman and Superman and Spider-Man was the most popular superheroes, and Wolverine are the most popular superheroes in general, whether you know comic books or not.
Yep.
Harley Quinn's on that level nowadays, buddy. So she's on that level now.
She is.
So her and Joker's always been. If you know Joker, you know Joker. But Harley Quinn, like this is this is one of those like, yeah, bruh, get it right.
Man, get it right.
Get this joint right.
If they don't get this right, this is gonna be. And like you said, the Harley Quinn TV show, the little cartoon, that thing is written so good. It's written excellent. I like it.
She's icon level now. So it's like, Lady Gaga, you better bring it, bruh. Being Batman.
I truly don't doubt Lady Gaga. Like I said, she was great in the American Horror one. She was good in that. I'm not doubting her then. I'm going to doubt how they write her, because remember, this Joker isn't like, this ain't your average Joker. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, you know, it was good, but it's in a different it's in a different realm, you know?
Yeah.
It's a different realm of Joker. So maybe she'll have, and then like, are they going to do I would like them to show Harley Quinn actually being a psychiatrist, like a doctor. People, like, we fail to forget that all the time. She was a doctor. She was a, psychiatrist, like the best in her field. Like, I want to see that. I want to see her being a doctor first,
That's exactly what I was about to say, bro. They got to show the steps of transition from her trying to sane the Joker to Joker making her insane.
Right, exactly.
They got to show the transition, have to show that from her trying to change him and he changing her.
And it's funny because in the Gotham Knights, Batman actually comes to Harley because he's trying to profile somebody. He can't get his hands on it, so he goes to Harley. Well, Harleen Quinzel, as her name was going. I like to see that type of stuff because she was the top one in her field. She wasn't just some woman just playing doctor. She was good at it. That was her profession. So it would be great to see that in this new Joker coming up. I would love to see that. That would be excellent. That would be excellent.
I never let you read. Now I think I told you to read it because I have it here. You never read Batman the White Knight, have you?
Why do I feel like I... See, Amy, wouldn't that be awesome to see, Amy? Everybody wants to see that. Amy, love you. Stay frosty. I'm going to come see you. I got you. No, I don't think I read the White Knight. I don't think I read that one. I do not think. Right. But first, I gotta bring back your other comments before I switch. Before
pick it up.
Before I get you, I gotta switch out your other ones that's still sitting here.
Halloween.
The long Halloween.
It's been like 7 years.
It's been like 7 years. That's what I'm saying right now, bro.
You still got that though,
bro. You know what's crazy? You let me read the long Halloween, read it. Been sitting here for 7 years. Then the movie came out last year on HBO Max. I was like, oh my God. Both of them. Part one and two.
Both of them.
Man.
Both of them. Both of them.
So, but that's our show. Next week, what day are you seeing Ant-Man?
Sunday.
Okay. All right.
Sunday.
Okay. I'm going to
try to roll.
I got something to do Sunday.
Okay.
What time are y'all going Sunday?
I want to say probably afternoon to evening-ish. I didn't get the. I think Big Bro said last message I got from him is I'm about to take care of that right now because Meg was checking on what time.
Okay.
So he's like, I'm about to take care of that right now, but I haven't gotten the time.
Okay. Let me say this. Before Wednesday next week, I will have seen Ant-Man. Let me go ahead and say that. Before our next Blerd Talk, I will have seen Ant-Man, and we can dive deep in it. We in there.
Yep, I accidentally saw the score. I didn't read the review.
I saw the score too. I saw what IGN gave it. They gave it a 7.
I was shooting for an 8, so I'm not far off.
I don't think it's bad. I don't think an 8. Amy, that one comes out this week. Ant-Man comes out this week. Delonte said, you asked me to roll, but you didn't ask him.
Oh my God. Man. I tell him I got him, man. I'll tell him I'm about to put the word in.
He about to send the word out, Delonte.
I'm about to put the word in, man.
I think I'm going to either see it early Saturday or late Tuesday. But anyway, we will have it. We will have seen it. But everyone, we appreciate you for joining us for this episode. Y'all allowed me to talk about Flashpoint. And I know a lot of my coworkers got it earlier today because I was trying to explain to them what Flashpoint was and how it corresponds to the DCU. So thank y'all for listening. Amy, Cornelius, Ming, Delonte, good look for y'all stopping in the chat. I love y'all. It makes a grown man cry.
Before you hit your finisher move, week after next, Cocaine Bear coming out.
Yo, do not let me forget that Cocaine Bear, Joe. Do not let me forget Cocaine Bear. Oh my gosh, do not let me forget that. Please don't. I want to see that ASAP. Do not let me forget that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Cocaine Bear, we're going to talk about that one too because I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see that.
And real quick, you didn't see the new Evil Dead trailer yet, did you?
No, I have not. Wait, whoa. Is this the Evil Dead with the mom? They got a trailer for it? Say
that.
less.
I went to go see Knock at the Cabin. They showed it.
Oh, no, I've not seen it. I have not seen it. I'm watching that. I'm watching that right after I log off this joint right here. No, I did not see that. But thank y'all for rocking with us. We'll be back next week to talk about Ant-Man.
Cocaine Bear, baby.
And y'all make sure y'all go see Cocaine Bear. We out here promoting Cocaine Bear for free. Somebody better give me some money. But I'm curious to see how our Ant-Man conversation is going to go.
Me too, bro.
I'm curious about Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah. And this spoiler alert, but it shouldn't be a spoiler alert. Y'all better kiss Scott Lang goodbye.
Yeah, oh yeah, we're calling it. We're calling it. Scott is going bye-bye. Scott is going there. That's not a spoiler. We don't know, but we even said it last week. Ant-Man is no more after this. He's going to take an L. I'm pretty sure he's going to take an L in the movie.
Hey, look. Kang about to start stacking bodies like Goldberg.
Bro, Kang is just going to be like, who? See me? Yeah, now. Oh, man.
It's the first step.
Amy, I did not. Amy said she wasn't a fan of the other Ant-Man. I like the Ant-Man movies. They're not my favorite, but they're not the worst either. I think
Ant-Man was better than Ant-Man and Wasp.
Agreed. Absolutely. I'll take that. Absolutely. Agreed.
And put T.I. back in the movie, man.
Yeah.
He ain't in the put that. Yeah. Was funny, man.
T.I.
His people, them crew.
Yeah.
Funny,
and my man Michael Pena, he was like, and I was like, yes. I was like, yeah.
my part where he was shrugging, it was like, oh, this the work of gypsies. It's some type of wizardry. He's like,
bro. So y'all make sure y'all tune in next week. We will get back to Ant-Man. Now, I will tell you, next week is going to be full of spoilers. So if you have not seen it, you may want to not watch next week because we are going to talk about the spoilers.
No, watch it next week. Watch it next week anyway.
I mean, you should because me and Jason don't lie, and y'all should definitely watch it. In fact, we need the views. Make sure you like and subscribe. In fact, let me do something for y'all. Let me give y'all the little sub button so you can
listen to the spoilers.
Give us the little spoilers. Make sure you hit that like and that sub button for y'all boys.
Y'all looking at NFL scripts nowadays, so you might. Y'all looking at the NFL script.
I do not let me forget about Cocaine Bear because I truly want to see that. Like I'm going to pay for that one. Bro. I'm going to pay for Cocaine Bear. I definitely want to see that.
I know what I'm getting.
For those of you, it literally is just what it sounds like. A bear is on cocaine. That's literally the premise of the movie. A bear is on cocaine. That's literally it.
It happened in real life.
That's literally
the bear died when he ate all the cocaine.
Oh my God!
This is
that's literally it.
I'm gonna call it a mockumentary. This is a
mockumentary.
Hey, I love mockumentaries, bro.
Man, this is gonna be awesome. Okay, y'all. I love y'all like a fat kid love cake. Remember, if you can't be good at it. And thank everyone who was in here. Y'all truly don't mean blessings. Means a lot.
Episode 50.
Man.
Episode 50.
All right, y'all. Man, Jay, do not let me forget about Cocaine Bear, bro.